And should I R.L. Nelson?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Randy.
Yeah.
Not R.L. Nelson. And a big thank you to Desert Financial Credit Union for sponsoring the KRIM Community Spotlight Program. Good morning, everyone. Chris Higgins in the studio, and it is time for our Community Spotlight Program. And just like yesterday with DJ Pammy, she did the Community Spotlight Program, and she was talking with Kathleen Kelly, one of the many authors that's going to be at the upcoming Payson Book Festival. That is at the Mademoiselle Hotel and Casino, Saturday, July 23rd, starting at 9 a.m. and going to 2:30 p.m. We're going to be talking with Randy, and her and her sister in the studio this morning. And Randy, her author name is R.L. Nelson. So good morning, Randy.
Hello.
And good morning to your sister as well. And your name again?
Nicole.
Nicole.
Yes.
That's right. Good morning, Nicole.
Hi, good morning.
So we're going to be talking about the book festival, about your book, kind of how you got into writing, how long you've been writing, kind of what inspired you, for this book. But I guess first is this your first time at the book festival?
Yes, I actually heard about it through one of the other authors that my sister ran into. And they were talking about my book, and I don't remember her name, I don't know if you can, but she told my sister to let me know that they have a book festival up here, and it's a really good way to get like your name out there and meet lots of people, and I was like, okay, I'll try, and I made it in.
Hey, there you go. It is a great place for authors. There are a lot of local authors, but then there's authors from down in the valley and all around the state. So it is a very well attended event, and just a great place not only to get your book out in front of potential readers, but a great place to network with other authors.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for that because I originally released my book during COVID, so it was very isolated. I didn't get to go to any events or anything like that, so I'm excited to meet some people.
So, is this the first book you ever wrote or
Yes.
published?
I've been writing it for about 10 years. I started writing it in high school. Originally, it was a whole different story, too, that I was writing, but I probably rewrote it a million times in those 10 years, and then finally, when COVID hit, I was like, I can't just sit here, I have to do something, and I finally finished it, so.
Okay. Yeah, well, tell everyone about the book.
So it's called In the Shadows. It is a contemporary fantasy. It features, Greek mythology. I wanted to do a lot more honesty with it, tried to stay pretty clear with like the original mythology of most of the Greek gods. I did take some liberties every once in a while. But it's set in the modern days. It's actually set in a small town called Paradise, which is a mirror of Payson a little bit, just a name change and stuff like that. So, there's Greek mythology, werewolves, a bunch of other stuff like that.
Oh,
yeah.
There you go. So where did you get your inspiration, ideas? You mentioned, I would imagine Payson as far as the setting and some of the maybe landmarks or different things.
I'm very bad when it comes with like maps and stuff and directions, so I was like, I gotta stick with something that I know, and I know Payson because I've been here for my entire life essentially. And I had a teacher actually in 7th grade. She got me this Greek mythology book, and that got me really interested in all that. So that's where like I kind of started with the whole interest in Greek mythology and writing and stuff like that. And then teachers along the way that let me write short stories instead of maybe doing some of the actual assignments and stuff. So they helped promote my writing dreams.
And just looking up, your book is on Amazon.
Yes, it's on everything. Barnes & Noble, Kindle, Amazon, and I have it on my website as well and stuff like that.
Gotcha. And this has to make you feel good. 10 reviews and a 4.6 star rating.
Yeah, my original because I sent it off for advanced readers because it's just like a way to get like reviews ahead of time. And they don't get like the finished novel, so there's still a lot of mistakes and stuff like that. So my reviews at first weren't very good, but that was before I had it edited and all the mistakes fixed and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm so proud of it right now. It's doing great.
Wow, that really is, and I love about the author. It talks about you on here, and Randy Lee, raised in the heart of Arizona, Payson. So that's do you have? I guess how was the whole? You said 10 years.
Yes.
So that's a long time that you've been, putting your thoughts, effort, working on this book.
It originally started out, like as a kid, I read a lot of Harry Potter. I read essentially everything. I was always reading. I always had a book with me. And I would write fan fiction, of course. Everyone starts somewhere. And then the main character in my book now, Rose, she was actually a side character in a fan fiction that I wrote. And then I kind of fell in love with her character and grew it and changed it and made it into its own thing and eventually wrote the whole book.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you mentioned a teacher or teachers. Was a certain teacher your main inspiration?
Mr. Richards. I don't know if he's still here. I think he's in the Valley now. But he was my senior English teacher. And I had a pretty difficult senior year. And a lot of my teachers were pretty understanding. My dad died my senior year of high school, and my grandma and my uncle as well. So they were pretty lenient with me. I didn't like to do schoolwork as much, I was a little pulled out of it. But he pulled me aside one day and he's like, look, I know you love to read and write. So if you wanted to, instead of like putting these assignments in, if you wanted to write short stories, that's totally okay, and I'll grade those and we'll put that towards your grade.
Wow.
So he helped me a lot.
Yeah, that is great that he was understanding like that.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a case where you weren't wanting to do work, but it just,
Yeah, he definitely got me back engaged with school, definitely.
Oh, wow, that's great. It's great to hear about teachers like that, that can do that.
Yeah.
Instead of kind of you do this or else. This is, the only way. Wow. So he was obviously then a big part of you writing this book.
Yeah, I actually submitted part of this novel as like a short story to him once. So I don't know if he still has it. But.
Gotcha. And Nicole, how have you been part of I guess this journey? And are you an author yourself?
I'm not.
No? Okay.
No, I'm not an author. But she will send me what she does write, and I'll read through it and give her my ideas of how it's flowing, or my thoughts, or what I'm thinking of the story. And it really is an engaging story, and she's done so great with her ideas, and she's really got something there, and I'm so proud of her and what she's done.
So is this do you have any other books, I guess, in
I did just finish the sequel.
Okay.
The editing is all done. I just have to send it out to like another editor to make sure that there's nothing I missed and nothing she missed. And then I have started the third one as well.
Oh, wow.
So there's definitely 3 books in the making.
Yeah. Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
That's exciting. So this will really be the Payson Book Festival, which again is July 23rd. That's a Saturday at the Metazel Hotel and Casino. This will be your first event, really, where you're able to promote your book?
Yes. I did donate a copy to the Payson Library.
Oh, okay.
And then there's also, I donated one to the high school as well, just so that it's there too. Because Mr. Conley, the art teacher, I think he retired this year. I actually designed my book cover and everything myself too. He was a great inspiration to like help keep me going. So I gave him 2 copies, one to get to keep and then one to give to the library there.
Yeah, both my daughters had him for art, one this last year, and they really enjoyed him as a teacher, and he does a great job.
Yeah.
So Payson Book Festival again, is taking place on the 23rd, and what's really cool, we've been out there now doing whether live videos or just interviewing some of the authors out for the workshops.
Mm-hmm.
What's great is there is such a diverse collection of authors.
Mm-hmm.
Everything from children's books to fantasy, science fiction, historical.
Yeah.
I know a couple, and I don't know if he's going to be there this year, but like people like Marshall Trimble, so Arizona history,
Mm-hmm.
just a lot of different, types
Oh, yeah.
of books.
There's definitely something for everyone there. And
Mhm.
they're gonna have like kids corners with like story times for the kids. So that way, like, like the parents wanted to walk around, look at some of the booths and have their kids, sit down and listen to a story. Like, there's something for everyone there.
Mm-hmm. Is this something now, since you're able to, and there are different events that are happening, do you have some other events planned as well? Or?
Not yet, but I definitely hope to like start putting myself out there a little bit more. I gotta
Mhm.
promote this new book. I was hoping to get it out this year, but it'll probably end up being like about next year.
Gotcha.
With editing wise and stuff like that. But yeah, I definitely will try to be traveling a little bit, put myself out there.
Mm-hmm. No, that's, yeah, and I think that would be a lot of fun to be able to share,
Mm-hmm.
Your book at book festivals, different events.
Yeah.
And, yeah, just to be able to talk to people. Have you encountered people that have read through the book, like people that have bought it that, got back with you and said, oh my goodness.
Yeah, I actually, so I've been promoting it on TikTok because it feels like
Okay.
you can't promote anything without putting it on TikTok like it is these
Yeah.
days.
Yeah.
I met this girl and she was actually one of my advanced readers and she found me on Instagram and TikTok and she reached out to me and she's like, I love this book, like please let me know if you write another one. And it was just so cool to like meet somebody that like I maybe haven't met in person but like
Yeah.
loved my story that like wasn't like directly related to me or anything.
Wasn't like a relative like,
Yeah.
that is great, hey, good job.
Yeah.
But somebody that you don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's exciting. And you mentioned Kid Zone, which is really cool. Something they do out there. So
Yeah.
Parents bringing their children out, and they can they have like passports. I think you can get a little passport, get stamps.
Mhm.
Different places. What is it? Building challenges. So building like an Eiffel Tower, Big Ben, the Statue of Liberty, and some other structures, backdrops for little photos and
Yeah.
different things. So it should be cool, and that's great. I think to get children exposed to
Mhm.
books and even writing
Yep.
or doing
Definitely.
books. How old? Like so you said, like you've been working on this book for 10 years, but like when did you really like start thinking about writing or start writing? What age were you?
I don't know. I've been doing it for so long. I mean, I was a kid once, and I wrote this book about a ladybug, and I remember she helped me illustrate it, and I
Uh-huh.
gave it to the library at PES, and I was so excited. So I mean, I've just been writing like for forever, and I didn't want to be a writer.
Uh-huh.
I wanted to go be a singer or like do something cool like that. But once I got in high school, I got a little bit more serious about it and stuff like that. I haven't gone to college for it, but
Uh-huh.
I would like to. I think that'd
Mhm.
be really cool. Yeah, English has always been one of my favorite subjects. I've always loved writing.
Mm-hmm. So when you wanted to be a singer, were you like writing your own songs?
No,
Or, no?
actually don't know how to play any instruments,
Okay.
so couldn't do that.
Yeah. But and writing, is it? You mentioned those hard times in your life and in high school.
Mhm.
Was writing very therapeutic for you?
It is a very therapeutic process.
Mhm.
I would recommend to anybody, like, even if it's nonfiction that you're writing, they say that there is no such thing as fiction because,
Mhm.
like, authors put real emotions into like whether it's their characters or like a place or a situation, you know. It was very like relieving to get like some of the stuff off my chest, you know, because it's not unlike an autobiography, but the main character Rose, she does lose her mom, and she's in therapy, and you know, it's something that I was able to like just kind of like let go while writing her character out.
Oh yeah, no, it's and is it? Do you find is it easier for you to kind of express yourself or let those things out through your writing, or through
definitely.
talking, through speech?
I'm definitely more of an introvert.
Okay.
But yeah, writing, I can just let it all out and not worry about what anyone's honestly gonna think. It's pretty easy to just sit there, have music going, and just write it all out and get it over and
Gotcha.
released.
Yeah. So that's what it's interesting. You mentioned music. So it isn't a case where you want like, or you need silence, complete silence, but you have music.
Oh
on?
no, I look for inspiration everywhere. Music is the biggest inspiration for me.
Gotcha. Okay.
I can be listening to a song and it can bring me back to like a moment, and I'm like, oh, I should like put that in the book, or like. Most of my chapters are actually named after songs that I like listened to a lot while I was writing, to get like the emotion out, and I have those playlists on Spotify if anyone wanted to listen to them. But
oh, hey, there you go. That's a cool idea. Do other authors or other people do that?
I've noticed there's this one girl on YouTube that I followed pretty religiously when I was writing. She actually wrote a book and then made a whole playlist that goes the entire length that it would take you to read the book. And I was like, that's a really good idea. Like, then I'll have all the ideas there, and so I did it too.
That is pretty cool. You know, kind of another level of interaction.
Yeah.
Or adding to that experience of kind of knowing what inspired and being able to hear what inspired the author.
Yeah.
I can see that with artists too, you know, of painting or creating something, and just if they're being inspired by music at that point, putting together a playlist. So when people are reading the book, looking at the painting, the sculpture, whatever it is, to have that music play.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, that is cool. Kind of like that. And so, Nicole, will you be at the Payson Book Festival?
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. My husband and I actually live in California.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's in the Marine Corps, so.
Camp Pendleton?
Yes.
Well, you know what? Yesterday, I was just in Oceanside.
Oh.
So,
yeah, we just came from there.
That's funny.
Yeah, just got here yesterday.
We were maybe traveling the same road.
Probably.
You know? Did you go 8?
We took the 10.
Okay, yeah, because I had to go down to San Diego, so I, came over on the 8. So we weren't traveling the same road, but we were traveling from
the same place.
Yeah, my brother-in-law actually was a Navy corpsman.
Oh, okay.
And so he
Very
was
important
stationed, out of Pendleton, and when he separated, they bought a house there in Oceanside.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, we were over there Friday through yesterday.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's I can't get used to the fog, the haze.
Yeah. It's trippy.
It is, and at night. So
Yeah.
I'm so used to Payson and the stars and just the sky, and you're looking, and then we get some cloudy nights, but for the most part.
Yeah, you can't see it.
Yeah, so there, it's like this covering, and
Yeah.
it took me a couple nights to figure out what is the deal. Why
Yeah.
do I feel like, there's this covering, and
It's like a
there
glow
is.
too to
Yeah,
it.
like from the lights. Because
Yeah.
of all the lights, there's so many people, so many businesses,
Yeah.
lights, vehicles, everything, that the light reflects off of that
Yeah.
mist or haze, and it's kind of, it's different. But the weather, the temperatures were nice.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, it's a lot nicer out there.
The what?
It's a lot nicer out there. It's
Yeah.
hotter here.
Yeah, a little warmer here,
Yeah.
especially in Phoenix. If
Yeah.
you're down in the valley, that's gross. So then how long are you out then? Is it you and your husband that are visiting?
Yeah, we're only here till tomorrow. We actually just came out for this for Randy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
That is very cool.
Yeah.
The support.
Yeah.
So, so that's exciting. So the Payson Book Festival, again, if you haven't been out at the Payson Book Festival, you really need to get out there. A great, event that highlights local authors like Randy and many others, and then you get to see authors from all over Arizona. Some that have been writing for decades, and others that have just started, and have one book out there. It's a great event, and again, that is Saturday, July 23rd from 9 to 2:30 p.m. at the Manizal Hotel and Casino, and that is presented by the Arizona Professional Writers. So, are you a member of that group?
No, they asked me to join, and then I was like, I don't want to be a fraud, so I'm gonna wait a little bit. Yeah.
Oh, you don't want to be a fraud?
Yeah.
What, you need so many books, or what is it?
I don't know. I was like, maybe I'll wait a little bit.
Well, you are an author.
Yeah.
You wrote a book.
Yeah.
And it's the Arizona Professional Writers. So you just feel like maybe you need a little more experience.
Because when they told me to join, it was I hadn't released it yet either.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, maybe I'll just wait till it's out.
Oh, there you go.
It's been spacing it ever since.
Yeah, well, maybe sometime this year or next year, especially when the second book comes out. Then you're legit. I mean, you're legit right now, but I mean, maybe you'll be like, okay, I'm really legit.
Yeah.
So now I can join. No, that is great. And people, do you know what booth you're in, or
I
where you're
think
gonna be?
17.
Okay.
The last list that I got, though, they said that it wasn't final yet. So.
Okay. So just if you look for Randy, and again, R.L. Nelson.
Yep.
On the book, and the name of your book again?
In the Shadows.
In the Shadows, and that is a
contemporary fantasy.
Contemporary fantasy.
So like modern day fantasy.
Yeah, set in modern times, and Greek mythology. That was one of my favorite things as a child, I think, and in school. I saw when I was talking about the book reference to Hades. Hades is in there. What other maybe Greek characters?
I tried to keep it a little down on the list just because I didn't want to overwhelm everyone.
Okay.
So there's definitely Hades, his wife Persephone, I believe Aphrodite and Ares.
Okay.
And then Zeus is mentioned.
Okay.
And then Hades' son, which was when Googling his all of his translations are missing. Hades' son is Zagreus. So that was a character that I was able to take a lot of liberties on.
Okay.
Just because the translations are missing and they don't really know a lot about him. So I was able to build on that. I do feature a lot of characters too, like the Chimera and Cerberus and stuff like that. But yeah, because they definitely at some point will go in the underworld in it, so I have all that in there.
Oh wow. Yeah, it's Medusa.
Not
and,
yet.
No. But for me, and Medusa and the Minotaur, those two kind of freak me out.
I have a Medusa tattoo.
Oh, whoa!
Yeah.
I did not see that. Hey, and for those of you watching on our KRIM FM Facebook live feed, you can see that. Whoa! So I didn't even notice that before.
It's a little hidden.
I made this Medusa, I don't know, mask, or used green yarn snakes when I was in elementary school.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I was just Medusa. I was whoa, the thought of turning people to stone.
Yeah.
And snakes on your head. That just is kind of wild.
Yeah.
So.
It's all the ideas and the myths behind them. It's so interesting. No matter which one you're looking up, you can always learn something new. Even writing the second book, I'm still learning about new myths and people and all the stuff that happened.
So eventually, at some point, hopefully you get an opportunity to go to Greece
Mm-hmm.
and Athens and
Yep.
go, the Parthenon and walk around those places,
Mhm.
just to kind of like take that all in.
Yeah, because I've had Greek food here, and
Uh-huh.
it's already so good, so I
Oh.
can't imagine what it tastes like there.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It's gonna be amazing.
Souvlaki, gyros, tzatziki, the sauce, the white yogurt.
Yeah,
garlic.
spanakopita is my favorite.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
No, so you're ready.
Yeah.
Hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. Well, thank you so much, Randy, for coming in. Nicole, thank
Yes.
you.
Nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you, and it's awesome the support that showing your sister.
Yeah, I'll always
and,
be here for her.
Yeah, no, that is great. That is great. And again, we encourage everyone to go out to the Payson Book Festival. Again, an event for the entire family, all ages, whether you have kids, you don't have kids, but it's just a great event that you get to meet and
Mhm.
talk to all of these wonderful authors.
Yep.
And ask them questions about their book, learn more about their book, and support
Yep.
also the authors as well through purchasing their books or anything else that they have at the event. And that is Saturday, July 23rd from 9 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. at the Mademoiselle Hotel and Casino. And a big thank you to the Hotel and Casino
Yes,
for
sure.
hosting the event. I know it, again, just is a great time, so you don't want to miss it. So thank you again for coming on.
Thank you.
And thank you everyone for listening today and watching. And did need to say hello. I commented on your post, Clifford Lane, but hello to Clifford. He's our biggest fan in Illinois.
Okay.
So he's in Southern Illinois, and he watches from there. Almost, I would say, almost every program. So,
Very cool.
yeah, so thank you, Clifford, and I hope you're having a great day. And time to get back to the music with some CCR, Traveling Wilburys, Bob Dylan, and more. But first, let's get an update from the National Weather Service. And that's not the National Weather Service. I messed that one up. That's funny. We'll do National Weather Service after Stevie Ray Vaughan. There you go. So you did great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm a little nervous.
A little. You didn't sound nervous at all.
No, not at all.
I worked
No,
at
no.
KSLX a couple years ago. So.
What?
Yeah.
That is cool.
Yeah, I was just a promotions assistant, but
Yeah.
definitely got to hang around him.
Were you down there when Johnny was working there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Johnny and Amy helped me get the job. So.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, Johnny Vella. Johnny Vella. Funny. He's funny. He's too much.
Yeah.
I'll move back down here. Yeah, so how did you like that at KSLX?
It was fun. It was very hot because promotions, we're
Oh,
traveling
yeah,
around in the
yeah.
vans and.
See you later, guys. Have a great day. See you at the book festival.